To designate Antifa as a terrorist entity without really knowing what Antifa is in the first place is very foolish, and the federal government is walking into a murky quagmire. Y'all remember who the Proud Boys are, right? The gentlemen who stormed the Capitol. I don't know, I live, without doxing myself, kind of in the heart of Proud Boy territory. They've got masks, they've got flags, they've got bulletproof vests. They walk around with pew-pews in their jackets. And again, I'm in the South. It's a scary concept. A lot of people have pew-pews down here. But the thing is they enjoy that culture. There is an ism, there is a bias towards people who are anti-Proud Boys, and there's a desire to wield white supremacy strength in numbers on a regular basis. And they still exist. We still operate with Proud Boy syndicates all over the southern United States. Proud Boys are on TikTok. They walk the streets without issue. And we live in a country that's ignoring the international world that has already designated this a terrorist group. Now, I saw good trouble making the argument that Antifa doesn't really exist, especially when we start doing cross comparisons with these other kind of nasty groups. It does exist. Antifa's real. It just doesn't have a flag per se. It doesn't have a salary base per se. It doesn't have a political ideology. I'm not supporting Antifa at all. Radical or not, violence or not, the question here is more of why we are picking one group over another. And I know Good Trouble made the argument that Antifa really doesn't exist because it's not infrastructure, it's not a group in the sense of having tangibility like that, but Antifa's real. There's an intent, there is a philosophy. I would simply argue that Antifa is not the Proud Boys. It's not the KKK. It's not these groups that we have historical issues with. It's a group that the current political regime doesn't like because it's oppositional to their politics. It's a group that's oppositional to the Proud Boys, and that's a group that we won't designate as terrorist at this point. Again, what's so baffling is this idea that the Proud Boys have no designation as such. The Capitol storming and the formulation of that whole event, that was done by a Proud Boy leader. The notion of having organized domestic terrorism occur within a group that you're ignoring when the people are asking for an assessment is kind of insane. Meanwhile, we've got guys in paramilitary suits walking around, going to their Walgreens and local CVS with pew-pews in their chests, with "Don't Tread on Me" flags on the back of their Ford F-150 Raptors. America.